Words appear. Whose Blind Life is it anyway? In association with Sterling Creations and VIP Tech Productions present Ask Donna. Donna Jodhan answers your questions and offers you tips and tricks on being an author, an expert, a sight loss coach, and an advocate. Ask Donna, the expert.
Good morning, everybody, and greetings from me, sight loss coach and author Donna Jodhan. Boy, it's the final week of July, and I'm so sad to say bye-bye to July, because July is one of my favorite months, really. I like May, I like June, I like July, and I like August. They're the summer months, or the fair months as I call them. But I also like November and December. I see good things for those 2 months as well, and we'll talk about that as we draw closer. Okay? I hope that everybody is enjoying their day in July, warm day wherever you are. Could be in Canada, the United States, anywhere in North America, Europe, the Caribbean, anywhere. I bring greetings to all of you. And again, I thank my good friend Victor Guvia for giving me this opportunity to be with you. I thank those of you who have sent in your feedback and suggestions to me at askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com. Okay? So, every week I wear a different hat. First week I wear my advocate's hat, the second week my author's hat, the third week my coach's hat, and for this week I'm going to wear my so-called expert's hat, where I try to answer a question that, again, that is sent in to me, or I provide my own views on a certain topic that I choose. And I choose this topic because of questions that are asked constantly, or people wanting to know certain things. Okay? So for this week, we are going to continue the whole thing of taste. And I think that we as blind and vision impaired people, or individuals or persons or experts in our own way, can use the sense of taste to develop a very interesting, accessible career. Let's have the taste buds do the talking, whereby we use our taste buds to guide and assist companies to develop products that are tasty, yummy, and delicious. And why not? Our senses of taste are probably quite a bit sharper than those of those who are sighted, or what we call the mainstream person. The sense of taste, I think, is always the sense of taste is always something that a blind and vision impaired person can use. So let's get down to business here and try and do this, okay? There are certain types of companies that we can target. And the types of companies that we can target are these, in my humble opinion. We can target companies that manufacture chocolate, cakes, all kinds of companies that manufacture food that require the taste. And I can tell you that certain companies really depend on the sense of taste to attract customers and consumers to their stores and to their counters. So we can definitely develop a plan whereby we, pitch our senses of taste and our taste buds to help them increase their revenues and increase their customer bases. Okay? we need to do it like this. We need to promote our taste buds and our senses of taste to convince these companies that we are experts in the field of taste, right? I think that this can be a career that we can definitely think about and definitely develop, okay? It would certainly help to increase the bottom lines of these companies, their revenue bases, and their customer bases, okay? Right. This is just an out of the box type of thought from me for this week. It's thinking outside the box, okay? So, if you're looking for a newsletter, a bi-monthly newsletter that gives you a plethora of tips, not just on technology, but tips on all kinds of things, how to keep your food fresh, how to save your food, how to clean your stoves, your things in your kitchen, all kinds of tips. Please go to my newsletter, my bi-monthly newsletter, and subscribe at www.donnajodhan.com/subscribe. And you can read more by going to www.donnajodhan.com/tbln.html. Okay, this is my blind lifestyle newsletter that you can definitely go to and read. Again, www.donnajodhan.com/tbln.html. Right? So, if you'd like to read more about some of the blogs or editorials that I have written as Ask an Expert, I invite you to go to www.sterlingcreations.ca/askanexpert.html. And Sterling Creations is spelled STERLINGCREATIONS. Again, www.sterlingcreations.ca/askanexpert.html. Okay? Now it's time for my favorite segment of the shows, the mental stretch. Are you ready? Are you ready to stretch your mental psyche? Are you ready to, get rid of some of those cobwebs that are bugging you and you don't know how to get rid of them? Say bye-bye, cobwebs. The mental stretch is really important, especially when you wake up in the morning. And you could also do it at lunchtime or in the early afternoon or just before you retire to sleep. I have been using the mental stretch for several years now, and I developed this all on my own. And I truly believe that the mental stretch can help you to spark and stimulate your minds, your imaginations, and your creative juices. These are three very vital and important variables that you need to help you every day. I call this the MIC principle, M-I-C. M stands for mind, I for imagination, and C for creative juices. You need to spark and stimulate these three things. And I use a different sense every week to do it. So one week it would be the sense of hearing, the next week the sense of smell, the sense of taste, and for this week it's a sense of touch. And there's nothing from preventing those of you who have enough sight or who had sight and can still imagine to use the sense of sight to be able to do this. Okay? All right. So it's a sense of touch for this week. Think of these three things if you can. First, it's a touch of cool sand under your fingertips. Now I know you're going to tell me, well, I'm not close to the beach, I'm not close to sand, I'm not close to anything like that. But here's a thought. Go out there and buy a bucket of sand, a small bucket. Bring it home. Fill it with water. Whisk it around. Not an abundance of water, a bit of water. Flick it around and swirl it around. Then stick your hands in this bucket of cool sand. Cool sand under your fingertips. And I've tried this and it has worked. You won't believe how quickly the touch of cool sand under your fingertips can soon start to spark your imagination, get your mind going and your creative juices. It would wake up these three things. Trust me. I have tried it, and I tried especially so in the month of July and August. Most times I'm close enough to a beach to do it, but sometimes I stick my hand in the bucket of sand and presto, it works, okay? How about a warm plate with food? Okay, I'm not telling you to stick your hands in the food. I'm just telling you to hold a warm plate filled with your favorites or some of your favorite food. Again, you'd be amazed to see how quickly your mind, your imagination, and your creative juices start to wake up. And soon enough, you will be motivated and encouraged to go out there and do something that you've been putting off for quite some time. But now, this warm plate of food is starting to do the trick for you. How about cool water? Well, again, find yourself a bowl, fill the bowl with cool water, and then stick your hands in it. You would be amazed, simply amazed to see how this starts to wake up your mind, your imagination, and your creative juices. Just give it a minute or two. I am only giving you strategies that have worked for me over the years, and I'm telling you that it has helped me a lot. All of these strategies help me a lot to spark and stimulate my mind, my imagination, and my creative juices. And boy, oh boy, it's like magic. I would really like you to try it, okay? And tell me what you think. Send me an email at askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com. askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com. Right, folks, this is it for today. This is it for this week, for yet another week. We're now towards the end of July. I wish you a terrific upcoming August. I thank my dear friend Victor one more time for his kindness and generosity in giving me time to express my views and my thoughts. So, we will see you next week. We will see you for the month of August. And in the meantime, happy end of July, and we'll talk to you then. You guys stay safe, take care, and bye.
Tune in every Wednesday mornings at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 a.m. Pacific for Ask Donna on Whose Blind Life Is It Anyway?